kind of love letter to people who work in the trades. I'm talking technicians, mechanics, plumbers, electricians. A man who wrote this book for kids, What Does Your Daddy Do? He is Joshua Page, who is a dad and a TEDx speaker, and an electrician by trade who wrote the book. Hi there, Josh.
How you doing, Paula? Thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you. It means a lot, I think, to a lot of families that you wrote this book for kids who maybe don't exactly know what their parents do, right? Have you found that in your own family?
Yeah, exactly. You know, the reason behind the book was really to get kids involved in the trades and to educate them and the parents that college is not the only option, and the trades is a very viable career choice that many kids don't even realize what an electrician does or what a carpenter does as a young child.
Yeah, that's what's cute about this book. As you read it, it's about kids in school, in their classroom, talking about what their parents do, and the one kid says that his dad's an electrician, and what is that exactly? And he didn't really know what his dad did as an electrician. And so I know this is, well, you're an electrician yourself. I'm sure your kids are fully informed of what you do now. What are their ages? 8 and 13, I think you told me.
Yes, so I've got two boys, 8 and 13, and then I have my niece who we took guardianship of right when COVID started, and now she's 17 years old and a senior in high school.
Oh my goodness, wow. You have your hands full with that family. We're showing the pictures that you shared now with us, Josh, of your kids. And I know that you are very passionate about the fact that there are other ways to go in life for careers that don't involve college. And you even have your TEDx talk about that college is not the only option.
Yeah, so that I had my TEDx talk back in March. College is not the only option. And to give you some background on me, my mom passed away from a brain tumor at the age of 37 years old. I was 13 years old at that time. And that was really the one thing that set me on this path where I knew I wasn't going to college. Mom never had the money for it. I wasn't smart enough. I was a straight C&D student. And I found out about this school that you only had to go to class 2 weeks out of the month, and the other 2 weeks were in a trade. So I said, sign me up. And that's how I got started into this trade journey of becoming an electrician.
Josh, that is a great story. Wow. You know, what a wonderful example of how something in your own life that brought pain and uncertainty has turned into a positive that you've been able to pass on to others. So that's a real cool thing. Is this your first book? What does your daddy do?
It is. This is a first book, and I was really inspired by a few different things. Number one, for about the last 5 or 6 years, I was being asked to go to career days at high schools and speak about becoming an electrician. And I loved it, and I still love it, but I didn't think I was making a big enough of an impact. I thought those kids were a little too old. They already made up their mind. Maybe they're going to college. And I started thinking about my wife who owns a successful daycare center, and I figured those kids are too young. So I said, you know what, maybe somewhere in the 3rd to 6th grade, I have to plant a seed and let them know about the trades. And I was thinking, how could I do this? And then that's when the idea of the children's book came up. Yeah. So this is the first book. It's about an electrician. And I'm going to be doing a series, a 5-part series. The next one's going to be plumber and HVAC, followed by carpenter, welder, and cosmetologist. And there's a story behind that cosmetologist one, too.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to tell it on the air, but I know that you had considered a career in cosmetology, which it's wide open to guys. We all know that, right? It's not a gender-specific career, but you didn't think that was going to be your thing after you got into it a bit?
Yeah, so when I went into that trade school, I grew up going to Disney World with my mom and seeing the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I loved the makeup and the gore in the movies. So I actually went into trade school to go into cosmetology because that's what I thought I would do. And I soon found out that I wasn't going to be doing French tips, French braids, and manicures for the rest of my life. So I said no to cosmetology. I failed out of plumbing, and I had a bunch of friends going to electrical. So that's how I ended up in electrical. But that's why cosmetology, the book, is so important. So I'm going to be writing that full series, and then I'm also going to be doing a What Does Your Mommy book do as well with the same trades, because there's a lot of females that are in the trades all over. And I don't think they get enough credit as well in this. But
Good.
yes, you know, what does your daddy do and what does your mommy do? And it's just to introduce the trades into the kids and also teach the parents that college is not the only option.
Way to go for diversity. Very nice, Joshua. So we're going to let everybody know how they can get your book. Is it mainly through your Facebook page?
So they can get it through Barnes & Noble. It's available on Barnes & Noble online and also on Amazon. It's also available as an ebook. So any of those avenues, any of your local bookstores, if it's not there, just request it.
What does your daddy do?
Get this book on the shelf. You know, the book really needs a place on the shelves. I think this is a first book of its kind that's teaching kids about the trades. There's not another book that exists. And I really, really want to get this into the hands of the kids throughout the country.
Thank you, Josh. Good talking with you today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.